Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over the finals games of the Queso Cup versus O.O. Some of you guys might be wondering where are the IX games, and we're not going to show those games just because, unfortunately, Charles was lagging during the match, and so it didn't make for quite the best match, and, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing really we could have done, but either way, we're going to hop into the finals here. All right, guys, hopping into the first game here on Split. Now, the bans are going to be Rico, Buzz, as well as Stu and Gene, so we're going to be playing on Split here on this right side as M's, and they're going to be running double tank Gale, and we're going to be running Gale, M's, and Russ. Now, the thought was we should be able to counter this comp. We were expecting tanks from them, but you'll realize how actually hard it is to counter these tanks, especially on this right side. You'll see that he jumps up and he's able to just walk up to this wall, and there's really nothing we can do, and we're forced back here, and now it's really hard for us to deal with Luffy, and eventually Luffy just gets super and does that to us, and so we do die there. Now, Raz is going to be able to take out Luffy on that side and be able to lock down this side here, but again, it's going to be really tough. And you guys might be wondering, where's Zuan? Zuan was actually at his sister's graduation, so Zuan was unable to play here, but there was no worries whatsoever because Raz was ready to come in. And again, we are starting to get powered up, but you can see how difficult it is for us to actually deal with all these tanks. Now, I'm trying my best to stay alive here versus Gale. Gale's just going to super me in the wall. We almost take him out. But again, all they need is this right zone for a couple seconds. They're just going to be jumping in with Primo and Frank, and there's nothing we can do to deal with this HP. And you'll see that they lock down this game pretty quickly. And so let's hop into the next one. All right, hopping into game 2 here. Now, you can see we adapted a little bit here. So we wanted to double team the right side. I think it's very important to double team the right side, especially versus a tank. I don't think we played it very well. You can see that he even got jump and almost took us out. And you can see at the time, we're trying to heal. And now Raz left to go on the left side to go lock down the left side. I did get hit by the Frank, but I think it was a little bit of a mistake from us. We should have probably double teamed the right side the entire time because it is really hard for me. Now, I'm not even going to go on the right side because there is no way that I get the Frank out quickly at least. And I want Tyrant to be able to just jump on the Frank here. So I'm going to go on the left side. And you can see Luffy jumps in. I'm going to pop my super my best to stay alive. We are locking down this left side, but they're also locking down the right side. Now, again, Frank is below us with super. It's going to get really tricky, and we're going to try our best here. And again, Luffy with a jump just takes us out. Tyrant's doing the best he can to try to take out Luffy, but Luffy even has the throw gadget. He's going to be able to take out Tyrant. And at this point, they're just going to 3-man stack this left side. There is no way that we take them all out. You can see that Frank is just going to super. They only need 4% left. There's no way we kill them. And they played this map very well. So they're going to win the first set 2-0. All right, guys, hopping into the second set here on Hard Rock Mine. Now, we're bringing back the old meta a little bit with Pam, Max, Sandy. And this was a little bit of an experiment for us. We're going to be trying, you know, some new stuff here. And we're going to be running this Sandy in the top right. You can see how annoying we're just going to try to be here. We're going to get into their grass. And now they have to always worry about us. They know that we're in the grass. And if we ever get to sneak up, we're going to get so much value. You can see that we're slowly trying to make it look like we're coming here. But we're just going to stall the longest we can. And they're still, you can see that they're focused us. Luffy hits a nice shot, puts us in a weird spot. We do stun Toast there, and we're just going to back up and try to heal. That way we can save our life and still, you know, stay up in a pretty good spot. We're slowly charging our super, but we have 6 gems to 0, which is the most important thing. We are winning the gem count, and we're still in a really annoying spot. Now, we do get pinched here, I think, a little bit with a nice shot from Luffy. Or at least, you know, Leon does take us out there. And unfortunately, we go down. But again, we are up 8 gems to nothing. Now, Toast gets a really nice sneak onto Raz. Raz almost goes down. But Tyrant doesn't waste any time. Gets in there. Gets a double kill. And this allows us to get the control back very quickly. Now, Raz does have 9 gems. Only needs 1 more. And we are in a really good spot. You can see that we're just going to go for the Piper as soon as possible. We knew Leon had super. So we placed it there. And this is a damage super. So if Leon did pop the sneak, we know where he would be. And he had to go the long way around. I think he popped it a little bit early, but there's really nothing he could have done. We placed a really nice super there, and at this point, we just have to make sure Raz stays alive, and they have no way of taking out Raz. So we're going to win that first game, and yeah, let's hop in the next one. All right, game 2, they're going to be switching it up. Instead of going Piper, they're going to be going Bell, as well as they run a Primo, which is really good. I mean, Primo is super OP super OP in general right now, and we're going to have a hard time dealing with the Primo, but we are able to, you know, keep him out of the bush, which was very very important. And we're going to be pushing up. We know he's low HP. We're also going to use our super to keep him tagged. And then we're just going to leave him. We know that he's over there. We called it out to our teammates, and we're going to start, killing the Leon, as well as we're going to sneak all the way over, and we're going to be able to take out Luffy on this side. Now, Primo, again, very, very threatening. If he gets super here, it's going to get really dicey. But either way, Tyrant gets a nice speed, and we are looking pretty solid with another sandstorm. These sandstorms are very, very important to get control on this map. And now Primo has jumped. This is where it starts to get a little bit scary. He does jump onto Raz. I think he's going to be able to take out Raz here, but we do get a nice kill onto Luffy. And me and Tyrant are just, zooming around the map. And we did have speed there, which was so important. It allowed us to dodge the Primo super. They do grab the gems in the middle. So it is going to be 7-3 right now. We still have a very strong lead. We only need a couple more. Tyrant's going to use the speed. We're going to grab that gem, but we do not want to overextend. If we start going down here, you can see we all go over to kill the Primo. We did not want Primo to get in our bush. We know how much that's going to cause us trouble in the future, so we all teamed the Primo. We took him down very quickly, but he comes back with super, which is really scary. And you can see they're just going to bully Raz. There's nothing Raz can really do. And we only need one more gem to start the countdown. So this next gem spawn is going to be right there. Now I could go for it, but it's very, very risky. I kind of just waited for them to go for it and got my super. So this way we can just go up and grab the next one very, very safely. And we're going to be able to triple team the Primo back here. Primo's going to go down, and he's going to be able to, unfortunately, he's going to miss the super there. And we're looking very, very solid. We do have to stay alive. And it's going to get a little bit close here, I think. You're going to hit some nice shots onto Tyrant. And it's going to start bouncing between me and Tyrant. Tyrant gets one shot, but is able to dash the last bit of damage. So we're going to win that game, and we're going to win that set. So it's going to be 1-1 in sets. All right, guys, hopping into the third set here on Brawl Ball. Now we're going to be running, again, pretty similar Max, Sandy, Primo. Primo is just super OP. It's really hard to play without Primo. Now Toast is going to get a nice kill on this left side, and unfortunately we weren't in a position to help out Raz, and they're just going to get that first goal almost instantly. So really good play from Toast over there on that left side. And we're going to just do the same thing. It just, unfortunately, it happened that way. But either way, we're looking not too bad. Now, Primo does have jump. It's getting a little bit scary. He does jump onto the Max. We are able to kill Primo, but we get, stunned in the process. Tyrant is going to get a nice kill onto Luffy, and we're looking pretty good here. So we're looking to get control. They have members down. We're going to try to kill Toast here. We do get a nice shot onto Toast, as well as now the ball is in the corner, but luckily we have Primo that is able to get it out. You can see Tyrant grabs that ball pretty much instantly. And this is our time to score. Now Tyrant over jumps it a little bit, but it's not the end of the world because he does get some kills. And this is a very, very close play. You can see Tyrant just going to yeet the Primo, and we're able to score. That was really good coordination from me and Tyrant. It got pretty close. He could have just jumped, but it would have been really tough for him to outplay that. But either way, we get that goal from a nice play. And we're going to stun the Primo. We're going to double team the Primo, me and Raz. And we're going to try to take him out here as soon as possible. Very nice kill. Raz does go down, but we're not going to waste any time. We have our Sandstorm up. We're going to try to play aggressive. They do get their Sandstorm, so we have to back off a little bit. And we're going to try to stay up as much as possible. We do hit a nice shot onto Luffy, as well as he hit some nice shots onto us. So again, Tyrant has jump, which is the most important thing. We're put in a really weird spot. Raz gets a nice speed to dodge the Primo, and I think he's also going to get a kill onto Luffy, or he almost gets a kill onto Luffy. Now they almost score here, but unfortunately for them at least, Luffy didn't have enough HP to grab that ball. I just would have one-shot him, so that was really, really close. They almost made that goal there, and I was trying to call out the Primo was sneaking behind them, but again, Sandstorm is really hard to call out. So either way, we have the ball in the corner. We're waiting for an opportunity to bring it up. We're trying to get some sort of control. We do have a Primo jump. We're sort of waiting on a speed from Raz. Raz does get 3K, so he's pushed back into our spawn, and they have a really good control here. And now I know that we're one shot away from our Sandstorm. We're trying to get it as soon as possible. Luffy gets his, and there we go. We get ours. So we're just going to cancel it out, basically. Now we are able to see each other. We do get a nice shot onto Luffy, and as well as our team goes pretty low there with a nice 3K from B. And this gets really tough in overtime. B is very, very good in overtime. We get slowed, but we get a nice kill onto B here, and this gets pretty chaotic. I think we should have brought the ball over to our side, but you can see Luffy's going to almost get the goal. We take them out. That was super close. I think they should have been able to score there, but we are able to defend that. Now, again, this is going to get really hard. Now, unfortunately, B got super here. I was trying to sneak up, and now I'm slowed. There's no way I get out of this. And Raz does get a nice kill onto Luffy. This gets pretty chaotic over here. Raz gets another kill onto Toast. Their Primos are just yeeting each other. Tyrant gets a super. Tyrant gets the kill, 1 HP, supers it in, and guys, we do win that game. Very, very close game. Could have gone either way, but we win the first game of Brawl Ball. All right, guys, hopping into game 2, we're going to run the same comp back. I think this is a really, really strong comp. And either way, we're going to be, you know, basically in a stalemate. Both teams are in their like respective 1v1s. And you can see that Sandy 1v1 is not that interesting. We're both trying to just charge a super from max range. And occasionally I'll try to hit the Primo if Primo oversteps. And Tyrant's in a little bit of a better position now. He's kind of in a good spot. We do get tagged by Luffy here. And this is just a charging super game or until someone makes a mistake. And you can see it's going to get pretty intense here soon, I believe. I think Fade and Fade and Tyrant are going to go at it here as Primo's pretty shortly here. But again, you can see that both teams don't want to make mistakes. Both teams don't want to charge supers. And things get pretty intense here. But either way, we have a max speed. We're ready to go. And Tyrant and Raz are going at it here. So Tyrant gets, I think, the better end of it. We do get the Sandstorm. And this is time to push up. Now, Raz is going to grab the ball. We ignored it. We're able to kill Luffy here. Tyrant's going to pass us the ball. We're going to score that goal. Very good coordination from our team. We were very, very patient. We got the kill when we wanted. We got the Sandstorm, and we were able to score that goal very quickly. Now, we knew that they were going to be close to supers, so they're able to, you know, get a lot of value here. And Fade is going to be able to get a ton of kills here, and we almost all go down. Now, if you didn't know, Fade is what the dog doing. By the way, I just gonna keep calling him Fade, but again, that's his IGN. So either way, we're in a really, really good spot right now. And we have them kind of spawn trapped. We don't want to panic here. We're going to try to charge our supers. Now we overstep a little bit, so we had to use a stun as well as Primo got super. So we're going to go down there, but Primo is pretty low. So they are in a weird spot here, but I think they're going to be able to do a lot here. So Primo gets a jump. Primo gets the goal. We almost stop it, but they do tie up that game 1-1. So again, now we both have supers, so Sandstorm's coming out. We have the speed, which is really important. You can see that me and Tyrant are going to look to make a play, and it's going to get pretty close here. So Fade is going to get jumped by Primo. I mean, I can't even commentate over the Primo fights. They're just so fast. But either way, it is a very, very close game. Nice dash from Raz to get into safety here, and we do hit a nice shot onto Luffy. Now, I think this game is going to go to overtime again, or maybe not. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of forget. But either way, they have another Sandstorm, so it's going to get pretty chaotic here. Tyrant's going in. I do get a Sandstorm here to help us out. Tyrant is now invisible, and this is gonna get close. So I think, yeah, so Tyrant wasted super. Fade kind of baited him with the pass, but we do get the kill on Fade. Tyrant's gonna jump in. We're gonna be able to kill Luffy here, and this is gonna get really close. Toast almost is able to defend that. We do get the pass off to Raz, and we score that goal. Very intense games in Brawl Ball, but we do win that set 2-0. So let's hop into the next set. All right, guys, hopping into the first game on Siege here. Now you can see that we kind of missed the start of the game, but they basically won this right side. Very hard for us to deal with. They have the Piper curveball to, you know, push us back at the start. So they do get the bolts on the right side, but Tyrant is able to lock down the left side. I think he gets the bolts on the left side. He does go down. So we end up tying the first one, as well as I die into the mid. Now Rats is trying to stay alive to get this bolt. Unfortunately goes down. So they get most of the bolts here. We did tie the first bot, but again, it's not ideal for us in any way. So we're trying to regain some sort of control. Tyrant has pushed up this left side, which is very important. He is able to lock down this left side, I believe. And now we're trying our best to win this Piper matchup versus the mid. It is pretty difficult, as well as Piper's going to break that wall, make it harder for Raz to push up. And now I think here we're going to try to pinch Fade. Fade goes for Raz here. We're able to hit two shots onto Fade and taking him out. And Tyrant, again, doing the best he can versus his matchup against Toast. It is a pretty hard matchup versus Bell, I think, as a Spike. And either way, again, this matchup in the mid is super close. We're just so worried about a curveball. We're trying to play our distance, and we're going to go grab this bolt here very, very shortly. And this is a very close game, but we have a lot of bolts, as well as we have the Bell mark for defense. So we are looking pretty solid for the defense here. Now, Raz is going to jump in, unfortunately going to die. And but we're able to defend this pretty well. You can see the bots dying super quick with the Bell mark, and they actually die. All of them die here. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm going to replay this, and I'm going to put it in slow motion. Very unfortunate play for them right here. So you can see on the push, this Bell mark is bouncing between them. It ends up killing Toast. Fade takes a couple damages from the Ike. Luffy takes one shot from the Ike and then hits the trap, and they all go down. It was super unfortunate for them. We got really lucky there that they all died, and I didn't even know they all died. But either way, yeah, so now we have full control with 7 bolts. There's really no way they come back in this game. We're going to get this bot, and we 100-0 the bot without taking any damage. So we're looking really, really strong in this game at this point. Again, really unfortunate for them for all dying. We did have a really solid defense, though. And now we're going to be juking as much as we can in the mid here. We're getting melted by both Bell and Piper. We do get a kill. They're diving just for the little bit of damage that they can get. Raz is able to stop most of the damage, and all we need is just a little bit. Now they do have a Bell mark, which is, you know, really nothing we can do. They're going to mark that bot very, very quickly. They're going to try to melt it. We're going to try to take them out as soon as possible. And at this point, the bot is still alive, so we're able to deal the damage. So we win the first game of Siege. And let's hop in the next one. All right, guys, game 2, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We went Sprout and they went Barley. So again, we both had kind of the same idea here. Now, unfortunately, I get caught off guard from the Amber gadget and get, you know, I got wrecked. I'm not going to lie, Fade caught me off guard. He wrecked me at the start. And Tyrant is able to do work here on this left side, almost take out the Barley. We tie the first one again. Tyrant is just doing the best he can here. He does kind of win the lane, which is really impressive here. He does push Luffy back, able to grab the bolts, or at least one of the bolts. And we are now versus Fade on this right side. So we should win this matchup. Nice shot from Raz to help us out there. And again, now Toast is marked. We're going to go over to pinch Toast as soon as possible. And Toast is going to have a really hard time surviving both me and Raz. We do get that kill. And now we're looking really good here. So we're going to, I think, wall off this side as soon as Fade starts pushing up here. And you can see how annoying Sprout can be. We are running Transplant. I believe that's the one where you just replace the wall. And we're looking really, really solid. So here you can see I pick up my super. Now I missed a couple of shots here and he's able to pick up this bolt on the right side. So a good play by Fade. And he does not light us on fire, which I was a little bit surprised. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. And we're trying to take him out here slowly. We do win this bot 9-4. And we still have a couple bolts for the next one. I believe we're going to have 4 bolts for the next one. So it's going to be tied 4-4. So we're looking really, really solid in this game. Now we miss a couple shots here onto Toast, but he is going to go down. They do defend that 100-0, but we're looking really, really solid. And Tyrant is going to get a huge kill onto Fade on that right side. And basically, we just have to lock down this left side. So I thought maybe he was sneaking up on that left side. So I kind of panic supered, but I was able to block him off just after that. So we do block him off. And at this point, they need every single bolt here, I think, to, you know, lock it down. And Fade goes down. That's basically going to be the game unless somehow they get 100-0 defense as well as get damage on the safe, which I don't think I've ever seen inside of competitive, maybe once. But either way, we're looking really, really solid. It's going to be really tough for them to do anything, but they are looking to dive. They know what they have to dive. Luffy's pushing up desperately, trying to get close to the safe. And I think they know at this point this is going to be really tough. Luffy goes down. They're not able to dive. We just win the game here. There's no way that they defend this. Okay, so we won the game 3-1 versus O.O. Very good series, very good games versus them. Again, every game was pretty close. So either way, we do win. And that means we are the 3-time Queso Cup champions. So it feels really good. We had a bad sort of month and we were able to bounce back in the Queso Cup at least. Hopefully we keep this going into the monthly final. But either way, guys, again, GG's. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.